If there's anything I can tell you, being in this platform, don't trust people. Do not trust people. All right. Put a 1 if you're in my Discord. That's going to help me know who don't know. Because if you're not in the Discord, you're not even really aware of what's happened. So drop a 1 if you're in Discord. So that'll let me know about how many people actually know what's going on. That's the sad part. That's the part that's getting me. Is like, you got all these people commenting on shit that they don't even they're commenting on things that they don't even know anything about. Like Melissa, you weren't even here. You weren't in my Discord. You don't know what happened. I know, right, Renda? I didn't watch. All right, so I'll tell you. And listen, Craig gets so mad at me for it. I don't blame him. He's tried to tell me so many times to stop wearing my heart on my sleeve. He's tried to tell me so many times not to give so much. That people don't care. They don't care about you. People care about what they can do, what they can get, what benefits them in the situation. No, it's okay. I'll tell you. Happy Holidays says, Happy Holidays. Let me just tell y'all what happened so nobody's out of the loop. The other day, the night before, it was the night before last, Center scheduled a stream, and I scheduled a stream. It just so happened to be, I scheduled my stream for the same exact time that his was scheduled. I didn't know that. I had no clue that Center had a stream scheduled for that time. Shayna messaged me and was like, hey, I just want to give you a heads up. Center's going live at the same time. So naturally, because my intentions was to go live on the backup channel for about 2 hours and then hit up the main channel and cover the Nancy Guthrie case or whatever. So when Shayna told me that, I was like, okay, well, I will push my screen back. I'm not going to go over, I'm not going to go live over the top of Center. So I will just push my stream back. And I pushed it back and I went over to Center's. And y'all, I have done that before. Where we've had, streams that were close together. And I pushed back and went over and opted to support his channel. So that's what I did. I pushed mine back. Now, mind you, I haven't been going live on both channels in a while. So this is my income. You know what I mean? This is my income. I have to go live on both channels. And like I'm literally behind. My numbers have not been great, and I haven't been going live like I normally do. So like it was really crucial that I try to get in 2 streams that day. So what I did was pushed it back as I can't remember. It was a while. It was for a little, it was, I think I gave him like an hour and a half head start. And then I went live. And when I went live, like I said, done it before. Never been a problem. Yes, happy holidays. Hold that thought, happy holidays, because I'm going to address that too. Let me read her comment for those of you that are listening. Happy Holiday says, I mean, to be honest, Sinner has been throwing shade at you for months. I hear his little digs, and I so rarely watch him anymore. Yes. That's just my opinion. Yes, I'm going to come back to that. I'm not stupid. I've heard them too. So anyway, I go live, and while I'm live, people are coming in my chat telling me that he's pissed that I was live streaming on his time. And that basically that he was over there on his channel saying that if, he might go live on at the 10 o'clock hour every night. And he told, according to the subs, he told Marlena that she might have to choose between me or him as a mod. And that he started cussing other subs out. I don't know, like, just really said a bunch of things that, hurt my feelings extreme. Now, mind you, people were coming over to my channel. Simultaneously telling me he was saying things, and I did not talk about him. Anybody is welcome to go back to my channel. You can go listen for yourself. Reality and myself brushed it off. And we moved on. And Reality actually went over there and tried to smooth things over. And he was very hateful to her. Very hateful to her. So then, that night, later on that night, he goes into the Discord. And some of the subscribers was very concerned and very confused on why Sinner was acting the way he did. I mean, there was a lot of people that couldn't understand where this attitude come from or why he was so... I mean, he was angry, y'all. He was angry. And he was, like, calling people names and everything. And I think him and one of the subscribers had they had an argument. And he said some really mean things to her. And listen, we're adults. It's not my job to mediate or to be the referee. You know what I mean? I expect that grown-ups in my Discord can talk to each other and work things out. I shouldn't have to be a mediator between the two. And I'm not going to get in the middle of an argument between two people that I like and I claim to be friends. So, no, I didn't get involved in that. Why would I? So anyway, he said some really hateful stuff in the Discord to some of the subscribers. So, last night, it was last night, he came into chat. I went into his chat. He told me that, he cared for me and I was his friend and he hoped that we could work things out. I told him that I didn't have any bad feelings towards him. He was my friend. Give me just a second, y'all. Garbage Girl, it got really bad tonight. there's a lot of people that's turned against us. And I knew this was going to happen, and I didn't want this to happen. It was inevitable. When this kind of thing happens, you don't just lose your friend, right? You lose everybody. You lose the community. There's a huge divide now. There's a huge divide. Oh, Ray Bodega. I knew it was a sub grab. Been in the bushes watching for a while. I'm so sorry, Brittany. Britt, you still up? I've been watching footage of Savannah Guthrie's whole dilemma. It's so crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, Cheryl. Garbage Girl. It got bad last night. Garbage Girl, I love you. I appreciate you. Catch me if you can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Catch me if you can just gifted 5 memberships, guys. If you were gifted, please tell her thank you. I really appreciate that. Catch me if you can. I really do. I love you too, Garbage Girl. Listen, Spudler, I just don't understand I feel like I have whiplash. I really do. I'm going to be real honest with you. Like, I'm still trying to figure out where all this came from. And I don't feel like any of this should have ever been public. I don't know why he chose to publicize this. Why? If I could ask Center that, I'd ask that, why did you want to go public with everything? Why would you do that? Why would you not talk to me as a friend? Like, everybody kept saying tonight that if my friendship meant anything to me, if our friendship meant anything to me, that I would go up on that panel and talk. But I see things differently. I see things in a different light. For me, I feel like if your friendship matters, you would want to talk about it privately and not make content out of this. Why do you want to make content out of this? I mean, that's what it felt like, Ray. That's exactly what it felt like. And then, let me delete that. And then, he felt slighted and got upset. Hold on. He felt slighted and got upset. Both of you need to earn money. Maybe a chat behind the scenes. Your live last night did upset him and made a small thing much worse, in my opinion. He has been a good friend to you. He was a good friend to me, Spudler, but here's the thing. Calling my subscribers see you next Tuesdays and treating them like shit, and then getting mad at me because I went live. And then but look, listen to this. We worked through that, right? We worked through that. And then he turned around and went live tonight and was taking jabs at us again. And and up until tonight, I have said nothing. I have remained very respectful, and I've refused to talk about it. And I have said in the Discord, I told him, and I told everybody in the Discord that we needed to talk about these things privately. It was not necessary to publicize this and make a spectacle out of everything. He knows that these hate channels are going to... And look, guess who went live tonight? Guess who went live tonight and celebrated? Y'all know it already. Buzzy was live and laughing in glee. She was so proud of what was going on. I'm sorry, Brittany and followers. I'm not surprised. He is quick to anger. I once said he did more harm than good to stop using your name because it all comes back on you and your followers. Yeah. And I know he was extremely mean to you at one point too, I know. All right, Irish Eyes says, why did you take his wrench and boot him from Discord? And Melissa was trying to pick up for you, but he heard Craig himself. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Irish Eyes, I did not take his wrench. I did not. People keep saying that I'm lying about that. Anybody that has been here and watched me consecutively for the last 2 weeks can tell you that there's been an issue with my channel and the wrenches. Yes, nobody else can pull wrenches but me. That is a truth. That is not false. That is the absolute truth. Only a creator can pull wrenches. But I'm telling you, for the last week and a half, when I come into my channel, it's happened on both channels, the second one and the first channel, the main channel and the backup. My mods' wrenches have been gone. I don't know if it's some kind of glitch. It's got to be. It's got to be. Everybody. I was handing wrenches back all night tonight. And there's several people in here that can vouch for that. As far as booting him from the Discord, I have not booted a soul from the Discord, and I can prove that. So, I did not boot him, and I did not pull his wrench, Shady's wrench, Pink's wrench. I didn't pull anybody's wrenches. And listen, if I did, I would just say I did. I have no reason to lie about that. I have nothing to gain by saying that I didn't pull his wrench. If I pulled his wrench, I would just say I did, because there was a lot of shit happening. You know what I mean? Like, if I pulled his wrench, I would feel justified in doing that, and I would tell the truth about it. But I'm telling you that I didn't. I don't agree with what was said, but then Melissa jumped in saying that you sleep, she tries to help. When you sleep, she tries. I don't even know what Melissa's talking about when I sleep. She hasn't been around when I sleep. What is she talking about? Yeah, he was. He was in Discord calling all of a bunch of my subscribers, see you next Tuesdays. Listen, listen, here's what I'm going to say. I've been here before. I know Center's new at this. And he's going to see it. He'll see this at some point. That's okay. She can stick with Center, Irish Eyes. I mean, honestly, here's where I'm at. I'm not somebody that's going to tell people to pick sides. And he's going to learn the hard way. When you have a split with somebody, you can't sit there and demand that people choose sides. You can't do that. What's going to end up happening is those people, they might choose your side. They may choose to go with you. But they're going to get extremely burnt out on that. Nobody likes being told what to do. No, Spudler, there doesn't. I don't know why there has to be sides. I think it's stupid. There shouldn't be sides. There shouldn't be people, feeling like, and I said that. And that's why, Spudler, that is exactly why I did not want this to happen. That is exactly why I did not want this to be a public spectacle because it's not fair to the subscribers. They like both of us. Why do they have to now feel like they have to choose? And that's another problem that I have with him is he's over there saying things like, well, if you don't like this, you can unsubscribe. Or, you know, so-and-so's this, and if you got a problem with it, unsubscribe. Like telling people to leave if they don't agree with him. Neither. Let me freaking boot this person. Bye-bye. He gained more subs from you. Looks like he's going to lose a lot. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I really. I'll tell you where I'm at. I don't vape. You know, I wish him the best. I don't wish any ill harm towards him. Now Craig's mad. Listen, you can be upset with Craig if you want to, but I mean, that is my spouse. He's going to be defensive of me. That's, you know what I mean? Like, people are, if they care about you, they're going to get mad about somebody hurting you. Oh, sorry, I just used my inhaler. I do want to say something though. Like I because I saw a bunch of stuff. Mama Max says I got my wrench taken and blocked. He had been going hard on you since you went live at the same time. I went to town on him. I was disgusted with him and told that cow Melissa. I don't understand why Melissa's putting herself in this. Can Mama Mac, I'm sorry that you got your wrench pulled. I'm very sorry that happened. And I'm sorry to any of you guys that this is happening, because it's not fair to any of you. Yeah, that's my boo thing she fell in. But it's not fair to any of you guys. And like, I even have close moderators who are, you know, some of my best friends who probably feel very torn right now. And I hate that. I don't want that for anybody. Animal mother, no, that's not weird that you're not married. I was so surprised that the two ladies that were up on panel are really disappointed in the things that, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. This is likely repairable if we do not air it all out here. I'm not, honestly, Petunia, I have no desire whatsoever for a back and forth. I have no desire for any type of internet battle at all. Brittany, you see how bothered I am by any, yeah, right? I think I'm older than you, Britt and Craig and whatnot. Cheers, y'all. Animal mother, happy Valentine's Day. I guess here's where I'm aggravated, where I can't sleep, where I want to talk about it. Scott the Rock, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Cheryl says, I stood up for my siblings and friends and family. I would never stand for anyone judging me like that. But I wouldn't let my guy diss me. You're like my daughter, and I just want you to be okay. I understand that. Happy Valentine's Day. It's so, yes, exactly. Happy holidays. That's just kind of where I'm at, to be honest. Where's my ice? Hold on a minute, guys. I'm getting my ice out the freezer. I think the people around creators can end up. Where did your comment go, Spudler? I think the people around creators can end up being the problem. Spudler, a lot of the times they are. Soul Child says it seems like he does want to fight, but maybe that's his public persona. Perhaps if y'all did talk on the phone, it would go better. I don't know. He wanted me on that panel last night, and I there's a time and a place, and that wasn't it. Hold on one second. Yeah, there's a shit. Hold on. There's a time and a place for everything, and that going on panel, and you cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that he doesn't know that these idiots are watching. You know he knows. You cannot tell me that he doesn't know that every one of these people are watching and waiting for an opportunity. Buzzy went live at 3 o'clock this morning just to cover that shit. That's how, like, she couldn't even wait till tomorrow. Give me a second, guys.